We are here to kick off the 2021 Cultural Pass. We're so excited. Always one of our favorite days of the year. The Cultural Pass is a program like no other in the country. We welcome our children and families to free admission during the summer months to our arts, culture, heritage, history venues all summer long. This program is for the greater Louisville region. This year we have 51 different organizations participating, and many of them are here with us today. We have organizations from all across our community, organizations that provide visual and performing arts experiences for our children, history stories, our heritage, telling untold stories, and really helping our children to address summer learning loss. And we know after this incredible year that we've all been through, and I have 3 children of my own, 3 young boys, and the opportunity for them in person to be able to visit our venues again, but also have the opportunities for online engagement is something we're so proud of. We have a lot of people to thank for that. We want to make sure that everyone knows that this program is for our Jefferson County, Louisville Metro families, but also to invite Bullitt County, Floyd, Clark, and Harrison in Indiana as well. So it really is a regional initiative. And what this does is it gives us the opportunity to reconnect as a community. A couple of donors I want to thank. The Fund for the Arts, Kristen Boone, President and CEO of the Fund for the Arts. Our role is to support the Cultural Pass, to support our incredible artists and venues, and to bring the donors together to make this possible. So I do want to say thank you, of course, to Mayor Fischer and to our Metro Council, who are leading supporters and donors of this program, Caesars Foundation of Floyd County, the Bales Foundation, the Humana Foundation, Duke Energy Foundation, Cozier Charities, the Sociable Weaver Foundation, Harrison County Community Foundation, Community Foundation of Southern Indiana, and a special thank you to Republic Bank. Republic Bank this year is helping to underwrite the programs of the Unfiltered Truth Collection, which are available. They're interactive experiences that are telling the untold stories of our African-American men and women throughout Louisville's history. So I encourage you to take advantage of that as well. One of the greatest supporters of the Cultural Pass is Mayor Greg Fischer. He's a great friend to the arts, great friend and leader in this community, and it was through his program, Vision Louisville, that really brought this idea to life, and so we're so excited again today to celebrate this program.
Well, good morning, everybody. We know things are getting back to normal when we're announcing the Cultural Pass, and we're here at the library. It's been quite some time since we've had an event this size at the main library, so that's a good thing because it's been a long and challenging little over a year for student parents and teachers. We're about 2 weeks away from the beginning of summer vacation for Jefferson County Public Schools, and a lot of folks are breathing a sigh of relief that the year is finally over because, as we all know, it's been a year like any other. NTI has been tough on a lot of families throughout the community as well. So I'm hoping that things, when we kick off school here in August or so, that people will be filling their schools at 5 days a week with full capacity as well. So we'll see how all that goes. But between now and then, we've got 2 months worth of time outside of the classroom for our children. And while JCPS, the Y, and many other places are having the camps, it's also important that we at city government are providing activities as well. So when moms and dads and others are saying, what am I going to do with the kids this summer, that there's plenty of answers for them. So after the year plus of limited class time, I think it's never been more critical for kids to be out and about and be together with other kids as well. So we got a lot of good answers for that. Kristen just went through some of those with our Cultural Pass activity. And one thing I wanted to just focus on for a little bit is the summer learning loss. We talk about that every year. We should really be talking about it more than ever right now because there is concern about the educational retention that took place during the NTI year. And so when you put that together on top of summer learning loss, both the summer before and this potential summer, I mean, some of our kids could be way behind when it comes to getting back to school. And so we've got a couple different programs related to filling what that need is. So one is our summer reading program at the Louisville Free Public Libraries. It's always one of our most popular programs. This is the library's free 10-week program and offers prizes and incentives to encourage kids from birth up to the 12th grade to read for fun over the summer. Now, we know kids that are 1 week old can't read, but you can read to them, and it will pay off for the rest of their lives. This year's theme is Camp Lfpl, and participants who complete the summer reading program will receive a Camp Lfpl fanny pack and free passes to all kinds of locations, including the Kentucky Science Center, the Fraser History Museum, Locust Grove, Racing Louisville FC game, and more. The summer reading program starts June the 1st, and you can register online at lfpl.org/summer reading, or stop by any branch of the Louisville Free Public Library and pick up a form. And while you're there, we urge you to register and pick up your cultural pass as well. We're really proud how the cultural pass has evolved since our first year in 2014. The Vision Louisville project that Kristen talked about was, we had hundreds and hundreds of people come together throughout the community to say, envision Louisville and be what all it can be. And one of the great ideas that came out of that was the cultural pass. And this was a group that was led by Nat Irvin, a professor at the University of Louisville School of Business and a futurist. And it has just grown and grown and grown over the years to where now we have up to 51 participants participating. So it ties into the summer reading program as well, because you put summer reading together, you put the cultural program together. What the cultural pass does, we designed that so it fills what we call the experience gap. So oftentimes young people from underinvested communities don't have the means to, let's say, go to the Science Center or go to an art museum or go to Locust Grove. We wanted to remove all of those financial barriers to make sure that they could have those experiences as well. And it's a really amazing and gratifying when you talk to, usually it's the moms, who are taking the kids and say, without the cultural pass, I don't know what we would have done this summer. Or my kids have had so many new experiences. It's really a fantastic thing. So we really encourage everybody to sign up for a cultural pass. Nearly 240,000 passes have been distributed since the cultural pass began 7 years ago. And what we're trying to do here is just send a message throughout Louisville that we want the whole child to develop. It's part of our Evolve 502 strategy. That's from cradle to career. And I want to emphasize again that if you're a JCPS high school student, you have a free 2-year college scholarship awaiting you. This is the first year we've been able to fund that through the community and private sector. The city's put a little bit of money into that. So there are no financial constraints now to you if you are a high school freshman or senior at JCPS to getting a post-secondary degree. And we all know that is the #1 disruptor of poverty. So we've had about 1,000 kids so far in the senior class at JCPS apply for this and that are eligible. So please continue to pass the word on that, because like the summer reading program, like the cultural pass, Evolve 502, are all major programs that are part of our city value of lifelong learning. Okay? With that, we also want to mention that the program is going to be offering 3 special cultural pass days, which are great opportunities to explore the outdoors along the Ohio River and engage with cultural institutions. So please join us in June at Riverside, the Farnsley Mormon Landing, in July at the Falls of the Ohio State Park, and in August at Waterfront Park. So dates and details are included on the cultural pass. Okay, and when we think about the environment that we're moving in right now, it's changed with the CDC's announcement about masking, governor's announcement about masking as well. So we'll continue to monitor all of that. A lot of the activities are outdoors as well. So it's kind of a new era for us, if you will, without the mask. So I know that that's going to really impact our summer reading. I want to thank Lee Birchfield and our whole team here at the Louisville Free Public Library as they've navigated through a tough year. they have been focused all along on making sure that our reading activities have stayed strong even during the pandemic. So there's been a lot of entrepreneurial activity to make sure that people continue to get their books, whether in their physical form or ebooks as well. So they've just done a great job throughout this whole pandemic. And now as we're opening back up, we're looking forward to having our libraries filled up. I want to thank Kristen Boone as well. Kristen, you've been a great leader for us, and you know, it's been amazing, as we've talked about, to see how this program has developed over the years. The Arts and Cultural Alliance's chair, Barbara Lynn Jameson, thank you very much for stepping up here into the community and helping us as well. And then Director Janelle Renee Dunn is also, we want to thank her, and to all of our partners and sponsors that make these outstanding programs possible. So the community has just really stepped up in a big way to support the Cultural Pass, and I really appreciate it, and I know the families of our community do as well. All right, so with that, I'd like to introduce Arts and Cultural Alliance President Barbara Jameson. Barbara.
Thank you, Mayor Fischer. Thanks for supporting this program. Thanks to Republic Bank for their dedicated support to this program as well, and for Fund for the Arts, and all of our amazing partners that are in the room and out. I'm Barbara Lynn Jameson, the chair of the board at the Arts and Cultural Alliance, and it is our pleasure to partner in this wonderful program. We have a rich treasure here in Louisville and Southern Indiana to do this. Almost 100 Arts and Cultural Alliance partners will be providing programming, many of them in these live locations that you'll see. As Mayor Fischer mentioned, it's a great opportunity to take the children's learning and reading and bring that experience to life. We know that solidifies learning and reading in real ways, and Arts and Cultural Alliance has almost 100 arts heritage, so they can apply their history learning, and science organizations. So we have quite a variety, and these 3 locations that Mayor Fischer mentioned will be in person and be featuring those different organizations. We will also be offering a virtual component. Last year, during COVID, when we had to shut down completely, it really challenged our arts and cultural partners to find ways to reach people and children in their homes by a computer. We weren't sure how this year was going to completely shake out. As Mayor Fischer mentioned, it continues to change daily. But we did want to provide that hybrid opportunity this year. So pick up your cultural pass, and you'll be able to see both in-person and virtual opportunities from our arts and cultural partners to solidify that learning for your youth this year. I want to thank Andrea Diggs, who is our co-chair of the Education Committee at Arts and Cultural Alliance, and she is also the executive director at Sacred Heart. And I'll just be introducing her now. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Barbara, and Fund for the Arts. Thank you, Mayor Fischer, and to all the amazing partners who are helping to make the Cultural Pass possible for us this year. We know that the Cultural Pass benefits the children and the families of our community, but it also benefits the arts organizations, and as Barbara mentioned, there are so many that are waiting and excited to open back up their doors to the children and the families so that they can experience and have access and opportunity. They bring dance, drama, music, and theater to our city, making it alive and well again. These opportunities and this access is not only going to spark the inspiration, but also the creativity in the minds, and we want to make sure that that continues, especially with NTI happening last year, as Mayor Fischer mentioned. We want to spark that creativity again, get the inspiration going for those children so that they can know what opportunities they have in the arts programming in our city. I'm going to introduce Lee Birchfield, who is the director of Louisville Free Public Library, and thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you all. The library is just so excited to be kicking off summer reading. It's really the cornerstone of the work that we do all year round to support the educational endeavors of the children in our community. We're all really well aware of the challenges our community has been struggling with. Not enough kids prepared to succeed when they start first grade, not enough kids reading at grade level by third grade, not enough kids completing high school, too many dropping out, and too many kids falling through the cracks after they graduate from high school and not really getting a career or furthering their education started. So we're here 12 months out of the year providing services that help children develop the skills they need to succeed in school and helping adults develop the skills that they need to support the children in their lives to make sure that those kids can be successful. And summer reading is really the highlight of that year for us. It's, for reasons that have already been mentioned, it's just critically important to kids that they not fall behind during the summer months when there are so many other things to do. And part of what we try to do with summer reading is make it fun. I have to thank our incredibly talented staff here at the Louisville Free Public Library. This year's theme is one of the most delightful, charming, and timely themes that we've had in the 20 or so years that I've been associated with the library. And they just do a fantastic job of creating literature, prizes, and other fun activities for kids to do that are just so inspiring, and I am just so appreciative to the talent, creativity, and dedication of our staff. I also want to thank all of the partners who are making both the Cultural Pass and summer reading happen. What a great partnership this has turned out to be. So Fund for the Arts, the Arts and Culture Alliance, the Library Foundation, without whom our library could not do the fantastic things that we do during summer reading. And then I also want to thank Mayor Fischer. He has been, for the duration of his time as mayor here, he has been a tireless advocate for lifelong learning. And that's really what libraries are about, right? From the time a child is born until the time that someone is a senior adult being visited by our senior adult outreach van, wherever they may be living and they're not able to get to the library. But it's not just advocacy. Since 2014, we've built 3 world-class public libraries in this community that really are a beacon of opportunity to everyone who lives in Jefferson County, and that has been because of his steadfast support for libraries. So I want to thank Mayor Fischer as well. So let the party begin, right? Summer reading officially starts June 1st. We have a kickoff event planned for June 5th. We're crossing our fingers and hoping for good weather for that. Cultural Pass, summer reading, what could be more fun? Thank you, everyone. And I think that wraps us up. Do you want to close us out? All right. Thank you all.